of that day. But the focus is around fake news and AI. Now there's AI-generated content. How can the media maintain credibility and fight misinformation in this world of AI generation? We'll get to discuss all of that in the 5 o'clock hour. 6 brings the major news. After that, it's open season. That is the package. So let's dive straight into it. Some Rivers women staged a walkout at a Renewed Hope Initiative empowerment event organized by the Office of the First Lady of Nigeria. The event took place today in Port Harcourt. According to online videos, the wife of the administrator of Rivers State, Dr. Theresa Ibas, was making her way to the podium when supporters of the suspended Rivers State governor, Siminalayi Fubara, staged the walkout and began chanting, "We want Sim."
The waste is...
No, not the waste.
We want Sim. We want Sim. We want Sim. We want Sim. This is our state. We want Sim. We don't know Ibas. Tinubu is our president. Tinubu's wife is our first lady. We want Sim. We want Sim. We want Sim.
Now, if anyone has a power, please give them Sim. It's very important. One of the women explained that they walked out because they were expecting the First Lady to address the women and not the sole administrator's wife.
We were told to come out and welcome Her Excellency Senator Remi Tinubu, and we dressed up. See me in my double wrapper. We were so happy to welcome Her Excellency because we are appreciative of her goodwill to us and the empowerment program. We stood up and left because Rivers women, we are not fragile. We have a governor. We love our governor. We support our governor. We have a first lady, and we are just saying one governor at a time, one president at a time. We have a president that we support. We have our mommy of the nation that is empowering women in Rivers State today that we so love and we support.
Okay, so you heard the woman. First of all, they want Sim. Secondly, they also want the First Lady. They didn't come there for the wife of the administrator. They came there to see the First Lady of the country. So, it is what it is. Well, one thing I can tell you for free, which I'm sure you figured out at this point, is that there would be demonstrations, protests, walkouts, sit-outs, occupations, resistance, disobedience, and different actions to suggest that people are not satisfied. And this will continue for as long as the administrator is here. It's not a threat, right? It's what's going to happen for very obvious reasons. The government at this point has not explained to people why an elected governor was suspended, has not explained to people where the powers was derived from. So naturally, the supporters of that suspended governor will continue to speak. And in case you have not looked, it is in the Constitution that they have the right to do that. Ironically also, it is also allowed by the Constitution for another group who might be on the other side to stage a counter-protest. So don't be surprised if another group of women stage a walk for the First Lady or a walk against whatever these ones are standing for. And they are all within their rights to do so. Unfortunately, and this is the part that I do not like, Rivers State has become the melting pot of the chaos and political drama. It's all happening here. Whether it's those that want Sim or those that don't want Sim, those that want emergency rule or those that do not. Those who are offended that instead of the First Lady of the country, the First Lady... Okay, what would the administrator's wife be called? The wife of the administrator, hopefully we come up with a term for that, appeared, right? All of those inconsistencies and irregularities and things we cannot explain yet, but we're learning to walk it's just happening. People don't really know how to navigate this, but this is what we have and we have to deal with. This is always going to happen. And Port Harcourt is the venue, the stadium where the clash happens, and honestly, I think I'm tired of the controversy defining our collective experience and existence. That if you look up River State and Port Harcourt around this time, you will not see a viable environment for investment. You will not see a state that, is supposed to be generating the most revenue. It's among the top revenue earners in the country, a great destination for tourism, which it is supposed to be. All the good reasons why Rivers State should be on the map. The young and vibrant culture of this place. Young people in Rivers State are progressive. I know because I've lived in a few states and I've worked in a few places. And I say very boldly, it's not because I work here now, right? I've been to places that are faster than Rivers State. And I've also been to places that Rivers State is faster than. But I can tell you for free, the young people here, there's something about the way they approach business. It's progressive in a way that is encouraging. All of these things does not make the news. Guess what you will see at this time? We won't see him. And tomorrow, no, the administrator cannot say this. And the day after tomorrow, why would they retrieve vehicles from the deputy governor? And the day after that, we want free buses. And the day before that, how can the administrator say? And then after that, people do not have a right to protest. And you check again. Oh, there's a black and white protest. Some are wearing black, others are wearing white. Every single day. In the words of whoever said it, una no dey tire. Wouldn't it be nice for us to make news for some other reason? I know it's not completely in your hand, right? It's not completely your fault. But we all, in some way, shape or form, play a part. Because we're a part of the narrative. The story is happening right now. And when it's told, you'll be a part of it. Whether you are active or passive, you are a part of the story. Once again. Okay, that's enough. Moving on, this is another headline that I'm personally offended by. And I own the responsibility of my reaction to this particular headline. I, Sam Orakuchinedu, citizen of Nigeria, is offended by this particular headline. And it is that the governors of the Northeast region have agreed to collaborate with the National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education by providing space in each state. This is the outcome of the communique read by the Governor of Taraba State, Abu Kaifas, at the end of the Northeast Governors Forum held in Damaturu, the Yobe capital, on Thursday, where the forum also pledged to support the enrollment of Almajiri and out-of-school children into formal schools. The forum also noted with dismay the rising activities of insurgents in the sub-region and called for the armed forces, other security agencies, and community leaders to reappraise their strategy. Now, this seems like a good initiative. Sam, why are you offended? So I want you to take your phone at this time and Google these words. National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education. I'll take it again slower. National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education. Maybe I don't even have to say the whole thing. The minute you Google National Commission for Almajiri, it will give you the whole thing. Google will suggest. And then read up things around that commission. The initiative seems good on paper, and it is. There is an education crisis in the north. This is very likely not the first time you've heard the word Almajiri, so you know what it is. And if you don't, just read up. Right? It's a menace happening in the northern part of this country, and it's a big problem. Bigger than people like to admit. But I do not think that an entire commission is necessary for this cause. Let me give you a background. The National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children was established on May 27, 2023, just 2 years ago. The commission was established by an act of parliament. What is this commission supposed to do? Why was it important to establish this commission? What exactly is their mandate? The commission, listen carefully, and this is based on information on the act that established it, on the website of the commission, because I've been there. I have read as many different versions of what they are supposed to do, just to be sure that I have something unique that they bring to the table. And this is the most comprehensive statement as to their mandate. The commission aims to address the issues of illiteracy, poverty, and youth delinquency by providing a multimodal education system, including skill acquisition and entrepreneurship program. Please tell me as a Nigerian, this is not exactly what our Ministry of Education is supposed to do. I'll take it again. The commission aims to address issues of illiteracy, poverty and youth delinquency by providing a multimodal education system, including skill acquisition and entrepreneurship program. It was assented by the former President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023. And I understand that the Almajiri, problem is unique to a region. Every part of the country has illiteracy, poverty, but they present with different tags and names and feels differently. Right? But we did not need a new commission for this particular problem. Because guess what? That commission has a chairman. It has an executive secretary. It has people on payroll. Another director of another commission. Adding to our recurrent expenditure in a country where we borrow to finance our budget. We have too many ministries, departments, and agencies that if you look at what they are supposed to do, they are not necessary. So, Sam, how should this be tackled? The Ministry of Education should have a special initiative for the North or a special project. It's that simple. You don't need a new commission. You don't need new people working there. And still the problem might not be solved. I remember a doctor was telling me, and this is an example of having a different initiative, not a new project. He was saying that they were doing family planning, right? It's an initiative they drive across the country. And they do it everywhere in Nigeria. But he said, when they go to the North, the people resist the message for obvious reasons. The birth rate there is usually higher than other parts. That they did not like the idea of family planning. In fact, sometimes when they were, spreading the gospel, they chased them away. And what did they do? They re-strategized and reframed the message. And I asked him how. He said they went there with child spacing. That was the caption of their campaign. It was the same thing. But they did not present it as family planning. Why? Because the culture of that place is a bit different. Guess what? What if the doctor has said, let us bring another initiative. Let's start a new program and employ new people and send a different set of people to that place. And budget another money, a new allocation, a new fund, a new department. Let's have a vision 2050 just for the North. I'm sure you can see the problem that it creates. Should change your strategy for the location. It's that simple. But why we cannot think of these things, I don't understand. And all of the things you're suspecting would be right. Yes, it's an office that has been created to maybe empower some people financially. And also, we need to start having conversations, and I'm sure we've started, about the birth rate of some parts of this country. This is not an attack on any religion or culture. It's a question of responsibility. Because if you look at the Almajiri system, there's a reason why it exists and it thrives. It is a question of responsibility. It's not about, this is my religion, this is my culture, this is what we believe in. It is about being responsible for the number of people you bring into this world. It's that simple. So that is why Sam Orakuchinedu, as a citizen of this country, is offended that an entire commission was created for the purpose of education for a sector. The National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education. And now governors in the Northeast are having meetings as to how they will collaborate with this commission and provide office spaces for them to work. And what is this work? Well, the enlightenment and education of the kid through skill acquisition. Coming up next, we'll be talking about a UNIPORT student who was killed by a stray bullet from the gun of a police officer. But let's talk between now and then. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06-416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. We've talked about Rivers women staging a walkout on the First Lady, and we have talked about northern governors partnering with Almajiri Commission to better the lives of those in that region. Call me and tell. Hello, Jude.
Yes, Sam.
Good afternoon.
delay for some time. I'm just calling from my hospital bed so you can know how the news I had has made me so upset.
Sorry.
I congratulate the Rivers women who staged the walkout on the sole administrator's wife. We can't continue doing things wrong.
Jude, from your hospital bed, are you close to the radio?
Infinity.
Can you just stretch your hand?
What?
And please turn off your radio.
My radio?
Yes, please. Very important.
Okay, so we can't continue doing the wrong thing. Many people have been saying that appointment of sole administrator in River State is illegal. And now, the wife of the president had been visiting and addressing other women. And instead of her doing that, has to send the wife of the illegal sole administrator to address our women. I know when my wife left the hospital in the morning, I can bet you she was there. I would have been very upset if she had come back and not among those who walked out on that sole administrator's wife. They can't be taking us for a ride. Rivers people are not so cheap. We are not. We are just looking and doing everything that we make for peace. That's all. So I congratulate Rivers women who walked out. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you very much, Jude. Logoman calls from HA. Hello, Logoman.
Yeah, Sam Olakuchinedu.
Good afternoon.
Especially.
Go ahead.
Yes, I want to first of all commend the Rivers women because injury to one is injury to all for staging a walkout. I don't know how it would have been if these women stand and listen to sole administrator's wife. Talking to them, how? Why we have a governor that were elected and is doing well? Look at Indonesia today, we have about 4 standard roads done in the space of a year and it's ready to even do more. You just suspend him just like that because of weight of River State. I want to say kudos to the women and also say, please, the sole administrator's wife, if you want to become a first lady, the avenue is open for you in 2027. You are from Cross River. Your husband can contest. If he can win, not to be a first lady in River State, and talk to our women. My brother, these women are very wonderful.
Logaman. She did not choose that position. Her husband was appointed, right? So it is through no fault of hers.
But the way the man is going, the wife is supposed to caution him that okay, you're not supposed to do so. You see, a wife and a husband are almost the same thing. Look at the way the man came. He came for another mission. But what he's doing is very suspicious in this state. You dismantle everything. Your husband, your wife is there. Then because you want to be first lady, you disorganize every government institution, sack this one, sack that, and your wife is there advising you that yes, you want to become a first lady in a state that she is not from here. My brother, I'm not happy. And people are not happy. If I have my way, what I would do in this state, you will not even like me. But we are keep on waiting.
Okay.
Have patience that God will one day recall our governor back.
Thank you, Logaman. You will not have your way. This one you want to do what we will not like. That your way will not go. Chima calls from Rumokuta. Hello, Chima. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Oracle.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Oracle, that show of art that is being managed by some women, to me, it's petty. Because at this point in time now, you want to make us understand that we are still living a life of, let me say, a cage. Just as you told the last caller, she didn't come on her own. Now, what is it? What do they call call to service? That you called me for a service, my own nation, I will not respond. Now, what is that thing that the man has done that is an abomination to Rivers people? Okay, yes, he did elect him. Did you not see what actually happened? The man has actually come, backed up by of Rep. And he has not even done you anything bad in River State for you to begin to treat him so like that. He has paid your salary. He has done things that are necessary. You want him to work with people that is being alleged that actually worked with the former governor that brought us to this condition that we are now. Let the women should understand that woman is their fellow woman. They shouldn't behave like that. It's very, very bad. And to me, I want to believe that whoever has managed that thing actually did it very well, because they might have gotten information that she is coming, and they now brought some kind of women, those who are protecting things, to come and do that kind of thing, embarrassing the woman. But meanwhile, they don't embarrass River State. It shows how minor, I don't know how to say, how we think in River State, even at this point in time now. So to me, I condemn it totally, and I sympathize with the woman, and I tell her to be sorry about every other thing. I'm sorry about it. Thank you. My name is Chima.
Thank you very much, Chima. JJ calls from Port Harcourt Town. Hello, JJ.
Yeah, Sam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sam, our people say something.
What have they said this time?
That no matter how the lizard does press up, it will never grow muzzle like the crocodile. Did you hear that well?
Wow.
Or I should repeat it.
No, it's okay. Your people are trying.
That is exactly how I will describe the sole administrator's wife, that see herself as first lady. No matter how you do press up, you can never grow muzzle like the crocodile. Lady Valerie is the first lady of Rivers State, and that's the person that Rivers women know. So for me, I think the legitimacy they've been looking for, just yesterday, when Labour were doing their own thing, they have told you that they are not doing it in public. They decide to hold it on their own. If they sent people and they turned them down, I think she didn't check her, how do they call it, crystal ball well to know what was coming. For goodness sake, these people are already wired, and they know who they voted for and the wife of who they voted for, because they've been together for some time now. But just coming and shouting, oh, my women, which women? So for me, I think she should know about and know how to play well.
JAJ, did you hear her say, my women? Did you hear?
I watched the video. Now, you want me to send it to
you? Did she say, my women?
You want me to send the video
No,
to you?
it is easy to find, and I have watched it as well.
So
Thank
for
you.
me, I think what is not wanted is not wanted. That said, for the Northeast Development Northeast governor to come together, Sam, have you heard this word before? So that no one is left behind. I don't know if you have heard that word before.
Yes, indeed.
Since they have that problem, it's just like setting up the Niger Delta Development Commission, because they need to develop the Niger Delta, and you have the Almajiri problem and the education problem in that area. I don't see anything wrong, since you already have a regional body that they can now take advantage of, so that everybody can be carried along in the scheme of things. I don't know how you see it, but that's how I see it.
Okay.
What do I know at the end of the day?
Well, thank you very much, JJ. Okwando calls from Irebe. Hello, Okwando.
Yes, good afternoon to the Oracle, Chinedu.
Good afternoon.
You see, they say that it is a democracy, and one of the tenets of democracy is the will of the people must be done. Apart from going to the ballot box to elect their leaders, I think that one other take-homes of a democratic dispensation is the people to show their displeasure at every given time that they are not satisfied with what is happening. The Rivers women that protested today, they did it on the basis. The emergency rule is undemocratic. And what is happening here in Rivers State?
Oh, my. Okay. Thank you, Okwando. Madiva from Eagle Island.
Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon.
Sam.
Yep.
The question you asked me, I can hear you starting. Do you remember this voice today?
What question? Remind me.
Who is in charge of the River State now?
Okay.
and I told you sole administrator.
Okay.
You are trying to also ask yourself what his wife will be addressed as.
Yes, I tried earlier today.
So it's the same thing. She's never first lady, wife of the administrator. I commend Rivers women. They really exhibited the agility, the stuff they are made of. This is how it should be. This is how it should be. I commend them. Because I have the issue. Why must we continue to promote illegality? When would they say we are in the state of emergency? Must his wife come and address them? We're in the state of emergency. Everything you want to do, empowerment or whatever this is, we're supposed to go in control in the same realm of emergency. His wife has no business there. We're in emergency. But when I keep on saying, he's not seeing himself as the administrator. Because each time he talks, say, my administration. So that is the thing that I think into the family. Because allegedly I had even who removed him the picture and viral picture was his wife. As soon as she flew into Port Harcourt. Allegedly, I said. And then we saw the genesis of that removing picture. And you can see they've seen themselves as the administration, that as if they are now in office, they are not taking charge. I'm on radio. Let me know say something. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are on radio. And I'm glad you have that consciousness. Iba should resign because Rivers people do not love him. Wow. Okay. So I guess I'll ask, is love enough? Moving on. Still reading your message. We need Tim Fubara back, the governor we all voted for in 2023. Barely 2 months in office, the son of the sole administrator is driving all around Port Harcourt. Where una they see this one? With River State vehicle. Why can't the sole administrator retrieve the vehicle from him while retrieving vehicles from the deputy governor? God they tell me. Well, I'd like to see whatever you saw, if it's a video, to confirm this. Good afternoon, Oracle. Walk out of those women. I can't blame them because things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Needful should be done with immediate alacrity. Pastor Olushola Rotimi from Eche. Melody from Uniport says, bravo to our women. They have been consistent in condemning the illegitimate and unknown government. The voice shaming of the First Lady and the wife of the sole administrator should send a strong message to their husbands that nothing white can come out of charcoal. The voice of the people, which is the voice of God, have rejected them. When the gods speak, we mortals must obey. For no man challenges the gods to a duel and wins. For a minute, I thought I was flipping through the pages of Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. I commend the Rivers women for their protest. The right thing must be done. Godi Ezetu from Port Harcourt says. And Ezeken from Ubimini is on the phone. Hello.
Good afternoon, SOC.
Good afternoon.
Ezeken, calling from Ubimini.
Go ahead.
SOC, have you seen the politics that we are playing in River State?
I have not seen it.
Fine. Have you seen how the River people was imposed of unconstitutional leadership, illegality in that nature? Now they have come again to impose an unfortunate first lady of the state. SOC.
No. Hold on. Ezeken, unfortunate first lady. Let's do that, please. You can talk about this without taking shots, right?
I will draw the statement.
Yes, please.
I want to
yes.
let you know that this same group of persons who seem to own River State is now showcasing their talent, their political talent, their political greediness, their political selfishness. Imagine the likeness in the SOC. Instead of them to really invite the first lady of Nigeria, they another the women, convene them, and then showing them another stage. But I want to let you know that this is the high time River people must stand kudos to those women.
Okay.
I appreciate their effort.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ezekiel. Muriel calls from Okrika. Hello, Muriel.
Hi, Sam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was wrong for not attending, gracing that occasion herself. Now, Rivers State is a very important state. And this is a state where her own husband, who is the president of the country, expelled our governor alongside his wife, who is our First Lady, wrongly. And she would have come as a mother. She offended the one of Delta State. Why? Why did she not come? If she tried to paint a picture that she cannot be, state is not peaceful, she may not be safe when she comes here, I don't understand. She would have come. I think to give us a little, to console us a bit. Now that she has taken away our own mother from us, and let her come as the mother of the nation and embrace us, embrace the women, talk with them, console them a bit. No one, our husband is not coming, she's not coming. And I think she's so wrong. This is a way of testing the people of Rivers State the more. It is wrong. If you don't want to do it, postpone the event for another time. Maybe after the governor may have come back. But if you still want to carry on with the occasion, why don't you grace it up? What occasion? What other thing is so important than a delicate situation like this in Rivers State? It was wrong, honestly. And it's so important in Nigeria that the reason why we gone so many years backward is because of education, especially in the north. What Jonathan did for these Almajiris, their own brothers cannot even do for them. You see, they are the ones that have taken us backward, and yet people are making effort trying, and they themselves are resisting their own brothers from being educated because of the system, the kind of system they practice there. They love this system where everybody will come in the morning, one another will just be in the community, everybody will kick one bag of rice, everybody will come with plate and bag, and whatever they tell them, they will just be obedient, they'll just be loyal, like servants, like their mentality, they just want to do it forever. They don't want their people to be liberated. It is so unfortunate. And on the overall, it's affecting the whole nation.
All right.
It's a tough situation, honestly, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you, Muriel. Let's do justice to messages on WhatsApp. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can watch, listen, and engage. Bright Omagile says the message sent by Rivers women is very clear. All they are saying is bring back our governor. That's all. Rex Wankwo. Those supporters of Governor Fubara do not really want peace. The National Assembly ratified the decision of the president, so the appointment is now legal. These were the same people who misled Governor Fubara and brought us to this point. Bright Wilo says foreigners are occupying all sectors in oil and gas in your state, and you are here playing politics. Charles Egbebu says some Rivers women loyal to SIM is not all the Rivers women that staged the walkout. Please relate the news properly. Charles, I'm not sure what you listened to, so I would blame it on problems with understanding or listening. Has to be one. I'll take the exact report I took earlier. Some Rivers women staged a walkout at the Renewed Hope initiative. Let's even assume that I said all Rivers women. That's literally impossible. So please, be guided. Democracy has been bastardized in Rivers State. How can you imagine the wife of the sole administrator representing herself as the first lady of the state? Is it not funny? It's a big slap to Rivers people. Kelly from Port Harcourt says on WhatsApp. Let me take my final headline. I wouldn't dwell too much on it, but it's worth attention. The family of one Godwin Akpakman, a 300-level student at the University of Port Harcourt, is said to be at odds with the Rivers State Police Command after his death from a stray bullet fired by military personnel. Akpakman was reportedly shot on April 17 after visiting a lounge to watch a football match. His brother, Francis, said he was informed by a police officer that military personnel were responsible for the shooting. However, inconsistencies arose when the family saw the body, noting that the injuries did not match the initial police report. Despite attempts to investigate further, the family told newsmen they faced resistance from police, with one officer warning them not to pursue the case. The River State Police spokesperson, Grace Irungekoko, later confirmed that a student may have been killed by a stray bullet during an altercation between the police and military personnel. The police have not received a response from the military regarding the incident, but an investigation is ongoing. An activist, King Amanye, of the Take It Back movement, condemned the incident, demanding a transparent investigation and accountability of those responsible. If I dedicate the time I have left to rant on this particular issue, it will not be enough. And at some point, you just feel like there's no point. But we should have gone past the stage of stray bullet, accidental discharge, and all of the things that have killed Nigerians in ways that should just not be. Not long ago, a couple of years ago on Christmas Day, the police mistakenly shot a woman in the presence of her husband and children on Christmas Day. Of course, 2 years later, he was sentenced to death. And there are many more instances and situations where Nigerians have lost their lives, either due to the carelessness, misconduct, or whatever you describe as in a way they should not. These problems literally inspired a nationwide protest called End SARS protest, because people were sick and tired of misconduct in the Nigeria police force. Why do we still have these problems? What needs to happen before this problem is solved? So I reserve my opinions, even though you've heard some of it, till this investigation is concluded. And we hope this time we might have to add prayer that thorough investigation finalities of this case. That's my take. We'll take messages and wrap up conversations. Kudos to the women for sending out a strong signal by the walkout protest. It's a shame for a man to sell his state for red pottage. Karma will be waiting, Chinedu Samuel says on WhatsApp. And Ezenye Chima Clinton, Rivers women walking out. It is said that the voice of men is the voice of God, hence the need for the president to listen to the voice of reason and do the needful by recalling the governor very quickly. And they said at Almajiri Commission, it's clear that northern leaders are not ready to bring light and awareness to its people due to selfishness and greed. Good afternoon. That's Mr. Ezenye Chima from Omerilu. Asetico A from Mao 3 says, Rivers women walking out on sole administrator's wife is a welcome development. But Sam, why are African leaders so bent on ruling citizens the Pharaoh way? But the people and the law is against you. The law is against you, yet you insist on continuing in that trajectory. I hail the women. They are champions already. Owaneta Clinton West says, good day, Mr. Sam. Rivers women walking out on sole administrator's wife. This is commendable and a step in the right direction. The sole administrator is not recognized by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The sole administrator does not have anything to offer Rivers State. Let President Tinubu reinstate Governor Fubara. That's from Owaneta Clinton West. Well, that is as much as can happen on this part of the show. Coming up at 4 is the business news. And after that, we will be talking about the reimbursement of monies used to buy transformers by power consumers. Stay with us.